Let's do a little segment called Flashback Friday. Players that were supposed to transform franchises and they did it with good friend, Pessimistic Frank.
Yeah, let's take a little walk down memory lane. Just a mere 9 months ago, these guys were acquired, and they were monster moves in the NFL. They shook waves. They made everyone turn and say, hey, oh, that guy's going to be a stud. That guy's going to take my team to the playoffs. I can't wait. Turns out, not quite the case. Number one on the list.
This is how long ago? 9 months ago?
9 months. Number one on the list, squaring off against the Pittsburgh Steelers this weekend, LeVeon Bell going to the New York Jets.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Everybody said Le'Veon Bell going to the Jets. He took a year off, ended up making like $35 million guaranteed. Everybody saying it's smart business. It's good business. His rap career started taking off. He was on yachts and talking to thoughts and doing the whole thing. And then he goes to the Jets, and Sam Darnold catches the mono. Adam Gase is the head coach, and it's really all gone to hell in a handbasket. Ain't that right, Frank?
676 rushing yards for Lev this year, 3 touchdowns. Just, and you could blame the offensive line a little bit, I suppose.
Maybe.
But it's hard to say this. You didn't see this coming going to the New York Jets, just the model of stability there.
Let's assume, though, that he took 1 year off. We talked to Melvin Gordon. No,
Yeah.
Chris Johnson. We talked to Chris Johnson, Y2K Chris Johnson, running back for the Titans back in the day. The running back, by the way, a guy who broke all the records. He decided to sit out one training camp, and he said he would never do that again because his body was nowhere near ready for the beating that it was going to take as a running back. Because as a running back, you're getting hit every single time you get the ball. I mean, the durability of running back, the fact that Frank Gore is still playing running back, by the way, for the Buffalo Bills, where he wears little to no pads, is something that is just legendary. I mean, I couldn't even fathom being a running back in the NFL. I'm nowhere near tough enough. You take a year off, you experience the finer things in life down there in Miami. He was living good. We all saw it. You get back in, maybe a year getting, back into shit. I don't know. Will it ever happen for him? He said everybody's got to be patient. He said, I ain't never date that girl, too. He's being linked to some other girl. I mean, there's been a lot of drama around Lev Bell with the flu and the bowling and this and that. I hope he gets back to form because whenever he was playing good football, man, he was magical to watch, Diggs.
Yeah, he was. He was great to watch. But, you leave a great organization, your career takes a tumble. That's just how it works.
I mean, you just can't for 1 minute. You can't just for 1 minute just do actual analysis without being completely biased. That is sad. That's sad.
I mean, Nick read the stats. Stats are stats. Men lie. I lie. Stats don't.
Nope. Let's get to number 2 on the list. Odell Beckham Jr. leaving the Giants, going to the Browns
That's
for a
too
haul,
bad.
2 first-round picks. Odell actually this year is on pace to pretty much finish about the same as he did in his last year with the Giants. He's got 67 catches this year for 910 yards. Last year he finished with 77 catches for 1,052, although he had 6 touchdowns last year, only 2 so far this year.
You know what, though? Odell Beckham, when he was in the Giants or in a Giants uniform, there was the proposal to the kicking nets. There was like the outburst. There was like, I feel like somehow, some way, going to the Cleveland Browns, he's matured.
Oh, what about the watch? And is he going to stay? Come get me, bro.
Trade me.
Yeah, but he's not doing that publicly. If he was doing that all publicly, well, the watch. I mean, you got a good deal with that watch, by the way. I mean, the guy's paid him a bunch of money. I mean, what do you want from him? The guy's a businessman. Yeah, dude, didn't wear it during the game. Only wore it during the visor is an issue, the cleats. I mean, there is a lot of semantics around Odell Beckham.
They feel like
And there always
minor
will
now,
be.
though.
But for me, I think the way he's handled everything in the media this year, without burying people publicly, and because there's been plenty of opportunity where everybody would be like, "Hey, dog, you're right." That's what people would say. "Hey, you're right," and he has not done that. I think that's a very telling thing for Odell Beckham becoming a more mature individual professionally. Now, granted, you still have him asking, which I assume he thought people were his friends that he was asking to come get him out of Cleveland because, and we all know it's a terrible situation there right now. Yeah. I talked to Hugh Jackson yesterday, and Hugh Jackson said the only thing he said about Freddie Kitchens was he was my running back coach. He didn't say anything. He didn't say anything else about him potentially being a qualified candidate as a head coach. And I think all signs point to that being a pretty accurate statement. So Odell goes from one situation he didn't love to another situation where the grass isn't greener, and somehow he has become a more professional person publicly. I think that's something that should be noted and talked about, but I hope the best days of Odell aren't behind us, honestly. I hope that isn't the case because there's another guy, just like LeVeon Bell. When Odell Beckham is healthy and feeling good, and now granted, he hasn't been healthy all year. Baker Mayfield buried the training staff for that, but he hasn't been healthy all year. He gets back healthy. He gets back in a good state of mind, and they can figure out an offense that can utilize him, whether it's in Cleveland or somewhere else. I mean, that'll be good. But he didn't buy his house just to sell it, Nick. Nobody buys in Cleveland to sell him.
Yeah, they didn't sign him in New York just to trade him either, but,
Wow.
They did pay him a lot of money. Then he did that interview with Lil Wayne. I think that was wild. Hey, that was wild. He just buried everybody. I would like everybody that's watching the stream, though, to recognize the N in Raton was supposed to be a bird.
Oh, we saw that.
It's incredible art.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Fox was trying to tell me a second ad read. He didn't know that I slipped them both in at one time.
Professional
moves. Anybody else, Frank?
Yeah, number 3 on the list. I mean, we could spend an hour. We could spend a whole show talking about this guy, Antonio Brown to the Oakland Raiders. What can you really say here?
Oh, jeez. And the Pats.
It's been a disaster.
Well, then Antonio Brown to the Patriots.
We could use him.
By the way, the NFL will never let. I don't think. Just a couple weeks ago, I said that I thought Antonio Brown would get signed before Des Bryant, and now I'm at the very real observation that with the way he's tweeting and the things that he's doing, I don't think he wants to get back in the NFL. I genuinely don't think he, at this current moment, doesn't want to get back in the NFL. Now, during the offseason, maybe he'll link up with some other players who are training again, fall back in love with what got him everything that he has right now, which is the game of football because of how damn good he is. But, man, it's sad to watch this whole thing. Now, maybe he'll be the next best rapper on earth. Maybe he'll be winning a Grammy like a year from now, and this will all kind of be like, yeah, good decision. Like, for instance, I walked away from the NFL directly after having my best season and making a Pro Bowl. Everybody called me an idiot, but look at me now. The dummy is succeeding. The dummy is succeeding. So if Antonio Brown wants to walk away from the NFL and become a rapper, I hope he has success.
Well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic.
Number 4 on the list is Nick Foles, signed big money in Jacksonville from Philadelphia. He wins the Super Bowl in Philly. He's the local hero. Comes on Jacksonville, breaks his collarbone. What was that, week 2, early on in the season? Week 1, yeah. It just hasn't happened. And then Gardner Minshew comes in and steals all the thunder.
Yeah, but they're not going to get a single other player down there. They better hope they draft good because that NFLPA statement about 25. Now, granted, they got rid of Tom Coughlin and all that stuff, but they're going to have to fire Doug Marrone. That's going to be a complete rebuild, and hopefully it's around Minshew mania. But nobody knows what they're going to do with Nick Foles. Who's going to take Nick Foles? We have no idea. Anybody else, Frank?
Yeah, number 5 on the list. The Dolphins trading for Josh Rosen. There was so much hope, so much promise. Maybe he can right the ship. maybe we can resurrect Josh's career here in Miami, and it was just a complete dud.
Fins up, pal.
We all knew after they signed Ryan Fitzpatrick to that, and then they traded for Rosen after that. What they thought Rosen was going to be able to touch Fitzpatrick. They thought he was going to see the field. The only people that were talking about that were some members of the media who didn't really watch the film in Arizona of Rosen. Because, I like Josh Rosen as a human. I think he's got a lot of swagger. That guy has not done anything to prove that he's going to be a good NFL quarterback. It's probably over for him. He's going to do well, though. He seems like a smart guy. He's got it all together. He had a hot tub in his dorm room. I can respect that. All right, well, this has been the show here on this Feel Good Friday. Wow. This entire week has been one that's been just a spectacle. We had Hugh Jackson on the freaking show yesterday. It's insane to me. Sorry to Andre Reed. The tech just couldn't figure it out. We'll have him on next week. I can't wait to talk to him about the Buffalo Bills and the 4 falls that he got to experience. And did the Buffalo Bills just beat the Patriots on Sunday? That's what I'll ask you. Boston Connor, your final take. You're going to be in the building. What happens when the Buffalo Bills beat the Patriots this weekend, if it happens?
If it happens, it'll be madness, but it's not going to happen again. The Patriots offense is going to figure it out this weekend. Edelman, Dorsett, N'Keal Harry, give me 40 points. That's why the over's going up, is because Vegas knows the Pats are going to pull it out.
Everybody has said that they're going to figure out, including myself, and it just feels like they might not. And that Buffalo Bills defense is not the team that you're probably going to figure it out on. They've made very good offenses look very average. I'm excited for the weekend of games down here in Boca Raton, the Boca Bowl. I can't thank you enough for listening and watching wherever you may be. To all the boys back there, including Zito, hell of a job today, boys. I appreciate you.
Hell of a job from you, pal.
Hey, this has been a fun one. Me and Foxy have been just tearing down this conference room. I think I had the flu, so I'm going to go vomit. But I hope everybody that's listening has the greatest weekend of their entire life. If you go on FanDuel and hammer the bets that Diggs gets you, I hope you get a lot of money for the holiday season. Aside from that, this has been kind of fun today. Questions from the other show, Boca Raton, franchise, throwback, all of that. This has been the Pat McAfee Show. You're the greatest. Have the best weekend ever.
Did you know over 60% of men experience significant hair loss by age 35? Some shave it or hide it, but some of us want to treat it. That's why there's Roman, the digital health clinic for men. With Roman, you can get personalized hair loss treatment and unlimited follow-ups from a U.S. licensed physician. If treatment is right for you, Roman delivers it with free 2-day shipping.